Jennings comes in for Lucas.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively, it has all been working for him today.
And KCP struggling somewhat with his shot in his first season. Mostly stayed on the perimeter. He didn't get inside that often to try to get himself going. Sometimes you can get your perimeter game going by going inside. So we'll have to see how his offensive game progresses as his second season goes on.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague.
And for Caldwell Pope, a volume scorer at Georgia. He's certainly shown the confidence to hit tough shots in the big moments in games. Sometimes rookies look to defer, but on a team in need of shot making, there seems a window for him to claim a larger role.
Monroe's checked in for Tayshaun Prince.
How about the job they're doing drawing contact and giving themselves opportunities for free points at the line?
My kind of basketball, Steve. No frills, straight ahead, physical play.
Here's Millsap. Good on the baseline, Jay. Detroit leading by 14. Butler passes to Caldwell Pope. The dish to Tolliver. And Monroe kicks to Tolliver. Bangs home the trifecta. Tolliver's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, it's no wonder they've got the lead. Their shooting has really picked up here in the second quarter.
You know, you don't expect the team, Steve, to shoot in the 60% range the entire game. But if they can hover around that mark, then they'll run away with this one.
1 second left. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. So as we conclude the... Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
He's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. I'll tell you what, I wasn't sure the rim would survive that first half.
Well, the interior defense has to get tougher. I mean, it's that simple. Over the next 2 quarters, I mean, he's making them look really bad.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
Well, I love his tenacity defensively. The way he plays at that end of the floor, it's been a major factor here in this game.
And as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance and uncomfortable.
Cephalosha is up there with Scott. Then it's Elton Brand. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Schroeder in the point guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, Kyle Korver, of course, one of the league's most dangerous shooters. He said three-point shooting had better be the best part of my game, but if that's all you do, you don't get to play that much in the NBA. I try and be solid all around. I enjoy basketball and not just shooting. Kevin, he's a gamer.
He comes from a basketball family, Doris, has that deep love of the game. You can just tell. Thanks. The Detroit Pistons, a proud franchise of course from 03 to 08, 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals. And Clark in 2004, the NBA title.
But the rebuild process has had its hiccups, Kevin, its speed bumps, if you will, some questionable free agent signings. There's talent there, but this team hasn't quite figured out how to come together.
So for the Hawks, Millsap comes in for Scott, and it's Korver in for Thabo Cephalosha. Then for the Pistons, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Jackson, and John Lucas is subbed in for Brandon Jennings.
And you look at the Pistons, some great size and athleticism inside, but they've lacked the high percentage outside shooting to space the floor offensively.
Shots good by Butler.
Well, I doubt that was the plan there on that trip, guys, but they did get the shot to go.
Schroeder kicks to Korver. He's looking for Brand and finds it. And he uses the glass on the layup. Brand got 4 points this quarter.
And you know, for the Pistons last season, you look at the size and shot blocking ability, and you thought that team would be tougher defensively. But that wasn't really the case. I think it has to be attributed to mindset. Those young, big, athletic guys have to become much tougher mentally at the defensive end to be really successful.
Here's Schroeder after the basket by Detroit. Feeds to Bazemore. Offline with his three. Pistons leading by 15. Lets it go with a three. Can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And it's slammed in by Millsap. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Releases. They get it back. And it's Drummond missing. Hawks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime.
It would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
Puts it up from 7. And there's the feed to Lucas. 18 feet out. Tries again. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Al Horford. He's checked in for Brand. Damari Carroll comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Teagan for Dennis Schroeder. And then for Detroit, Monroe's checked in for Butler. Jody Meeks comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Jennings in for John Lucas.
Paul Millsap, a first-time All-Star in 2014, really helped the Hawks not miss Josh Smith that much. He gave them superior production at 2/3 the price, and for value-conscious general managers, that's a big win.
Right block shot. And Drummond kicks to Meeks. Here's Caldwell Pope. Outside Jennings. The Pistons working the ball around now. The pass to Drummond. 4 on the clock. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And Millsap, one of the great value signings last season, a Louisiana native staying closer to home by playing in Atlanta. He really anchored the Hawks front court as they weathered a bunch of injuries.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Kyle Korver. Detroit also making some changes. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Drummond. And Lucas subbed in for Jody Meeks. Here's Millsap. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 5 assists in the game. And Paul Millsap last season, for the first time, Clark, making the three-pointer a consistent part of his offensive game.
And it really expanded his game. We knew he was a terrific rebounder. You knew he could bang and score in close. And he added that three-point shot. In addition to a nice little mid-range face-up game, now you got a guy who can be a nightmare to defend.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Kent Bazemore, undrafted back in 2012, but he caught on with the Golden State Warriors after an impressive summer league. And while he didn't play a ton of minutes, he caught national attention for his enthusiasm on the bench.
And Bazemore traded at the deadline last season from the Golden State Warriors to the Lakers in exchange for Steve Blake.
Really liked his game in college, and he played extensive minutes for the Lakers. I think it's pretty clear that he belongs in the NBA. He just has to cut down his turnovers, but he's a nice two-way player.
Teague for three. Horford. The layup off target. Jennings wide open. No good from the wing. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Pistons leading by 14. On the floor for Detroit. Caron Butler is out there with Caldwell Pope. Then there's Jennings. Then it's Jody Meeks. And it's Monroe in the center. And stolen by Jennings. Here's the lob to the hoop. Out to the wing. Caldwell Pope dishes to Meeks. Kicks it to Monroe. And he goes in for the dunk. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
Still Detroit ball.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Outside Jennings. He kicks it to Monroe. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings.
Assisted by.
And that's now 8 points for Greg Monroe.
Look at that lead up and down the court. They have been in complete control all night.
And it's kept this building as quiet as a library. These fans have had nothing to cheer for.
There's the block. Here's Caldwell Pope. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 20. Atlanta calls timeout.
DeMarre Carroll last season a consistent starter for the first time in his NBA career. I'll tell you, he really turned the corner with his three-point shot, providing a great complement to his high-energy play.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Eldon Brand's checked in for Pero Antic. Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Teague. They get it back. And Drummond kicks to Caldwell Pope. Jackson passes to Butler. And they double up Jackson. Dishes it to Caldwell Pope. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And Carroll known as the junkyard dog for his hustle style.
Really an athletic energy guy, Kevin. I mean, he can rebound, he runs, he finishes around the rim. Always a hard worker. So no surprise that he's been able to expand his game to be more complete offensively.
And the Pistons with possession here. Following the bucket by the Hawks. Offensive rebound. Down low. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Schroeder. Sefolosha kicks to Brand. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And Detroit gets called for the foul.
2 shots.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. A scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Forcing turnovers, you want to convert at the other end. That's what this club has done.